So welcome back, guys. I hope you're grateful, having a nice day. And yeah, today I'm just going to be explaining something very simple. This was my trades previously. This is, as you can see here, on EurUsd I took some entries for sales and I made around $200 in total. Okay, so I'll explain something very brief. When you go to EurUsd, by the way, this is a funded account. It's a funded account from FTMO. Okay, it's a funded account. So I'm just testing it out. I'm just testing the waters in the first place. Okay, so in most of the cases you see that there we have a demand zone. Okay, so we're expecting price, if it is to drop, we want it to drop at least up to there, and then we can take our reversals for the continuation of the trend. Remember, we're in an uptrend. Okay, market is generally in an uptrend, so expect that price could have come at least towards that area and then continue higher. Okay, so could expect something like that on EurUsd, and that can only happen if we violate this demand zone. You see here we had a bit of a strong demand zone. Okay, so because of that we may find it actually difficult for market to simply just surpass that zone. Okay, so here we had a bit of a demand zone here. Okay, so price has to close beneath this demand level. Okay, on the H4 is not clear, but if you go to the H1 you see that price has already closed beneath the demand zone. Okay, so in the H1 price has already closed beneath the demand zone. Let's put a more light color, maybe like, okay, that will be enough. Okay, so price has already closed underneath the demand zone. Now because price has already closed beneath the demand zone, we can look for entries for buys. Okay, we can look for entries for buys. But now what do we want to see? Well, the first thing that you have to notice is that price has not clearly broken any significant structure. On the H1 you see that price has broken structure, right? But what do you notice? We have another demand zone around here. Price hasn't yet fully broken this demand zone, and unless price is able to break through that demand zone, then we can take our sell entries. But if price is unable to break that zone, immediately we shall just take our buys, because price is not showing any strength. Okay, but now for further confirmation you can simply just go to your charts, and then for instance on the H4 here you see that market is making higher highs. Okay, here you see that price is making what? Higher highs. Go to the awesome oscillator. What does the awesome oscillator show you? Okay, awesome oscillator. Okay, here we go. So in the awesome oscillator you see that price is giving you lower lows. Okay, see that price is giving you what? Lower lows. If I bring an arrow, show you. Okay, so you see that from around this area here, right, from around here up to around here, we see that price is making higher highs, but the momentum is not following up. Instead we are getting lower lows. So because of that, we can simply just look for now sell entries. Okay, because we know that price is weak, there is losing momentum, price is losing momentum. Remember, the awesome oscillator is a volume indicator, so if it shows that volume is decreasing while price is increasing, that means that there is a divergence and price has to correct itself. Okay, so we're expecting that price may first of all drop towards that demand zone on the H4, right? You see that demand zone, price may drop up to that demand zone before continuing higher, or price could come and make this even interesting. Price could come could come and break. Okay, it could break through this first demand zone there where we have seen, and then after breaking it may come to test around this zone here, okay, and then continue up from there. Why am I emphasizing on the buys? Because we are in a bullish market, okay. Market is currently bullish, so we are looking for buy entries. So to increase the probabilities, we can simply just look for buy entries as per now, okay. But if all these zones fail, okay, if price fails to this is the first zone, so this is my second zone. Let me first move the second zone, okay. So if price fails all these zones, okay, and it fails, then there's a possibility that price could come and test this demand zone around here, okay. This demand zone here, price could come and test it. See this demand zone, price could come for a retest of that demand zone, okay. And we see that we have significant structure. For instance, here we have a resistance level around this area, okay. So that already gives us a support and resistance at our key zone, okay. And that's always good news for us, because if you have a support and resistance as well as a demand zone, that adds to our confluence. So in most of the cases, what I would do, this is how I usually trade, guys. This is how I usually trade. I would wait for market to break all these two zones, okay. This is my this zone right here is my blueprint. Here, this is my blueprint zone, okay. This is a zone where I can take my buy entries confidently, because this zone here is weak. We see that there is no significant structure here, all right. So price may just push through, okay. Then this zone here, if price is able to push through, then that means we're in for shorts, okay. If price is able to break through this first zone here, we're looking for shorts towards this area. Then if price pulls back, then you can look for sales towards this strong area. Then after price comes back to this strong area, then you can have a significant push upwards, okay. So as per now, I will say that market is in a bit of we have to just patiently wait and see what market gives us. So at that current demand zone, if you guys can look closely at that demand zone, which is at the very top, price has to first of all break it before you continue even lower, okay. Price has to break before you continue lower. But yeah, I think that's my analysis for EurUsd. Yeah, that's my analysis as per now on the EurUsd, okay. So here you can see that price is already aiming. Price is already aiming for at least some more structure, okay. It has pushed up really hard. Like, this has been a very huge momentum, right? You see, price came and pushed all the way up, okay. It came and pushed all the way up. What does that mean? There's a strong momentum around that level, okay. So there's also, on the daily time frame anyways, there's another demand zone around here, right around here, okay. This could be your go-to area if you're patient enough. That is, this is a very strong area for you to buy from, okay. So if all these areas fail, this is a very strong area to buy from, because price had significant moves in this area, okay. Price had significant moves in this area, okay. So if price is able to come back to this area, that's where you can take your buy entries. But as per now, I just took my shorts. I took my shorts. This short right here, I saw that price wasn't coming into my direction, so I just closed it. This one of $11 loss, I just closed it because I saw price wasn't going to come towards my direction, so I just closed it. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's my analysis on EurUsd per now. So if you guys are wanting more analysis, you can just join my Telegram channel. I'll be posting more videos like this, and I shall be doing more analysis and setting setups in my gold channel, alright, in my Telegram channel, sorry. So yeah, we shall see what EurUsd gives us, but in the meantime, you can simply just wait for the key demand zones, whereby I've told you guys that this is my first key demand zone. That's my first key area, okay. So we shall just wait to see what price gives us at that zone, and then yeah, I shall be updating you guys soon. So this area right here, this is a key zone. Okay, shall be updating you guys soon. Thank you.